3 new IKEA smart home products just appeared in FCC filings, and they're not sensors, not bulbs, and not hubs. They're neon LED strips. These are filings for products called Neon, KLOLANKE, and STYRSTRECK, and the FCC test reports reveal something you don't usually see in a regulatory document: an iPhone running Apple Home, controlling the color and dimming on these strips. Flexible neon light strips have become one of the fastest growing categories in smart lighting. You can bend them into custom shapes, mount them along walls, wrap them behind a desk, or tuck them into shelving, and their thick, semi-translucent casing produces a smooth, even glow that standard LED strips can't match. Right now the category is dominated by Govee, Nanoleaf, and SwitchBot, with prices running anywhere from $30 to well over $100 depending on length and features. IKEA has sold basic light strips before, including a cob option, but those had lower maximum brightness and required physical buttons to control. These new filings suggest a very different kind of product. The FCC label data reveals detailed electrical and lighting specs for 2 of the 3 models. The STYRSTRECK outputs 1200 lumens, supports full RGB color alongside a warm 2700 Kelvin white spectrum, and runs on a 24-volt DC input drawing 28 watts at 1.2 amps. 1200 lumens from a neon strip is substantial. That's brighter than a standard 60-watt equivalent bulb. The KLOLANKE delivers 1050 lumens with RGB and a slightly cooler 3000 Kelvin white, and actually draws more power at 32 watts and 1.4 amps. Both strips support full RGB, which on a neon strip means you can set any color across the entire length, not just white shades or a preset palette. The warmer 2700 Kelvin on the STYRSTRECK would suit living rooms and bedrooms, while the KLOLANKE's 3000 Kelvin leans closer to a neutral daylight tone, better for kitchens or workspaces. Physically, KLOLANKE and STYRSTRECK share a similar design. FCC images show a flexible white casing with a matching white power cable ending in a DC connector, a layout that closely mirrors the existing Zigbee strip. So IKEA appears to be using a familiar form factor with upgraded internals. The wireless controller box doesn't appear in the FCC label photos for either model, which suggests it's either hidden further down the assembly or packaged as a separate component. We'll know for certain once the full external and internal photos from the filings become publicly accessible. The third strip, Neon, has fewer details available from the filing so far. Based on the name, it likely targets the neon rope light form factor that Govee and Nanoleaf have popularized. The thicker, fully bendable tubes designed for wall-mounted shapes and accent installations. Specific specs haven't surfaced yet, but it sits clearly within the same product family as the other 2. The most revealing detail in these filings isn't a spec, it's buried in the test methodology. The official FCC test reports for both KLOLANKE and STYRSTRECK describe the devices being controlled through an iPhone 15 running the Apple Home app. The test specifically covered color shifting and dimming. Apple Home only controls devices that support HomeKit or Matter, and IKEA hasn't shipped a HomeKit native product in years. Their entire current lineup runs on Matter over Thread. So while the filings don't stamp the word Matter on the label, the testing setup makes it almost certain these strips will support it. Thread is the likely transport protocol too. IKEA doesn't use Wi-Fi for smart home hardware, and every sensor and light in their current range runs on Thread, so anything else would be strange. If that holds, these strips would pair directly with any Thread border router on your network, a HomePod Mini, a Nest Hub, a recent Echo, or IKEA's own Dirigera Hub, giving you local control without a cloud dependency. These 3 neon strips aren't the only new products IKEA has in the FCC pipeline right now. The DUBBELKISEL, a 30-watt LED driver with reported Matter over Thread support, is the successor to the Trod-free driver that powered IKEA's under-cabinet lighting and strip setups for years. The old Trod-free drivers were Zigbee only and required the Trod-free gateway, so a Matter over Thread replacement would let you retire that entire setup. And because mains-powered Thread devices act as mesh routers, a driver mounted under your cabinets would also strengthen the Thread network in that part of your home. IKEA also has recent FCC filings for the LANGDMATT and UNDERSEGEL, both pendant ceiling lights, and the SPEGELBLANKT, a battery-powered light. The LANGDMATT continues IKEA's push into overhead smart lighting alongside the Warmblixt pendant that launched in April at $160. The SPEGELBLANKT is interesting in a different way. As a battery-powered device on Thread, it would operate as a sleepy end device, waking only when needed, which should mean solid battery life for a connected light. Add it all up and that's at least 7 new smart home products in the regulatory pipeline. 3 neon strips, a light driver, 2 ceiling pendants, and a battery light. IKEA isn't just maintaining its Matter lineup. The company is expanding it faster than any other manufacturer at this price tier. If these strips follow the same Matter over Thread pattern as the rest of IKEA's range, platform support should be broad. Home Assistant picks them up through its Matter integration, with full local control via a compatible thread-border router. Apple Home supports them natively, and based on those FCC test reports, color shifting and dimming are already confirmed to work. Google Home, Amazon, Homey Pro, and SmartThings all support Matter over Thread devices, so each would onboard these strips directly. Keep in mind that multi-admin lets you pair a single strip to multiple platforms at the same time, but feature parity isn't guaranteed. Color temperature behavior or transition effects might differ slightly depending on which app you're controlling from. As for timing, the FCC documentation includes a confidentiality expiry date of December 12, 2026. Companies typically align those regulatory disclosure dates with product launches, so a retail release by end of this year or early 2027 is the most likely window. Regional availability is worth watching too. IKEA has historically launched smart home products in Europe before the US, sometimes by several months. If IKEA prices these neon strips the way they've priced everything else in their Matter lineup, they could significantly undercut Govee, Nanoleaf, Philips Hue, and SwitchBot. For context, IKEA's Kaiplatz bulbs start at $6 and Migbet contact sensors go for $8, so even a more complex product like a neon strip could come in well below the current market average. A 1200 lumen RGB neon strip with native Matter support, no subscription, no cloud dependency, and local control across every major platform at an IKEA price point. That combination doesn't exist anywhere else right now. Subscribe so you catch the full breakdown when the FCC photos go public, and I'll come back with pricing and availability as soon as IKEA makes it official. For now, the filings are real, the specs are in the database. Apple Home is already controlling these strips in testing, and IKEA's smart lighting lineup is expanding faster than any other product category in its ecosystem. The only question left is the price, and if IKEA runs true to form, the rest of the neon strip market should be paying close attention. And until next time, keep it smart, keep it simple, and keep it affordable.